నేను మాత్రం మా ఇద్దరు పిల్లల్ని క్వాలిటీ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ అందించే ఉల్లంపర్రు మాంటిసోరీ స్కూల్లో మాత్రమే చదివిస్తాను. ఇలా అన్నీ ఉన్న చోట మన పిల్లల్ని చదివిస్తేనే వాళ్ళకి మంచి భవిష్యత్తు ఉంటుంది.
నాకు అన్ని నెంబర్ 1 కావాలి. అందుకే నా పెద్ద మనవరాల్ని అన్ని వసతులతో క్వాలిటీ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ అందిస్తున్న స్కూల్లోనే జాయిన్ చేశాను.
ఏ స్కూల్ సార్ అది?
ఉల్లంపర్రు మాంటిసరీ స్కూల్. క్వాలిటీ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ లో నెంబర్ 1, కల్చరల్ యాక్టివిటీస్ లో నెంబర్ 1, స్పోర్ట్స్ లో నెంబర్ 1, క్యాంపస్ లో నెంబర్ 1.
అది
మీ పిల్లల బంగారు భవిష్యత్తుకు మాది బాధ్యత.
Good morning children, I am Rajeshwari. I start a topic from the respiration lesson. Today I teach the topic name is structure of mitochondria. Structure of mitochondria. Here structure of mitochondria, each and every cell or any other organisms are containing mitochondria. This is the structure of mitochondria. A structure of mitochondria consists of mainly 2 parts. They are here: outer membrane, inner membrane, cristae, matrix. And the total mitochondria bounded by outer membrane and inner membrane. The second important part of the inner membrane protrudes into form a cristae. In between cristae, here this is cristae. A cristae is filled with fluid that is known as a matrix. A filled with fluid is known as a matrix. And how many cells, how many mitochondria consist in a cell? A cell consists of 100 to 150 mitochondria. 100 to 150 mitochondria. And what is the size and what is the shape of the mitochondria? The size of the mitochondria is 2 to 8 micron long, 2 to 8 micron long and 0.5 micron wide. 0.5 micron wide. And comparatively nucleus, the mitochondria has a 150 times smaller than the nucleus. 150 times smaller than the nucleus. And mitochondria is a small, spherical, very small structure and spherical and cylindrical organelle. And it is what are the properties or what are the uses of mitochondria in cell? What are the properties or what are the uses in mitochondria in cell? There is a respiration. 2 phases are involved. We already learned in previous classes. In aerobic respiration, there is 2 types of respirations. One is aerobic and second one is anaerobic. In aerobic respiration, 2 phases. We already learned the previous online classes. In aerobic respiration consists of 2 phases. The first phase is glycolysis. Glycolysis occurs in the cell of cytoplasm. Glycolysis occurs in the cell of cytoplasm. And second one is a Krebs cycle. Krebs cycle occurs in the mitochondria. Why the Krebs cycle occurs in the mitochondria? The mitochondria can have enzymes and liquid-like portion, etc. What is the meaning of Krebs cycle? What are the processes involved in Krebs cycle? And what happened in the mitochondria? In mitochondria, a pyruvate in the process of glycolysis, in the first step of glycolysis or occur in the cytoplasm, glucose convert into pyruvate. And next step of Krebs cycle, pyruvate pass into mitochondria, and pyruvate can completely oxidize and into form a CO2 plus H2O plus energy occurs in the Krebs cycle, that is occurs in the totally mitochondria in the presence of enzymes. What is the meaning of Krebs cycle? The meaning of Krebs cycle, what are the processes involved in Krebs cycle, or what are the end products in the Krebs cycle? In the end products in the Krebs cycle is CO2 plus H2O plus energy in the presence of oxygen. Here involves the oxygen here. In the process of aerobic respiration, the oxygen involves here in the mitochondria. In the process of aerobic respiration or Krebs cycle, totally pyruvate oxidized into form a CO2 H2O and energy is formed. Energy is in the form of ATP. Energy is in the form of ATP. What is the meaning of ATP? ATP means adenosine triphosphate. The abbreviation of ATP is adenosine triphosphate. One ATP molecule is equal to 7,200 calories of energy. 7,200 calories of energy. And one glucose is oxidized into form A, 36 ATP of energy. One glucose is oxidized into form A, 36 ATP of energy. When ATP is converted into ADP, in the conversion of ATP occurs here, ATP is converted into ADP. ADP means adenosine diphosphate. Adenosine diphosphate. It is the conversion of ATP into ADP by using of energy. By using of energy, right? And one glucose is splitting into form A, 36 ATP. 36 ATP.
Our body is made up of trillions of cells. They all require energy to function. This energy is created within our cells, in the mitochondria. Here, food is converted into chemical energy called ATP. ATP is released by the mitochondria so cells can use it. Mitochondria consist of two membranes, an outer membrane, separating it from the cytosol, and an inner membrane, surrounding the so-called matrix. The area between these membranes is called the intermembrane space. ATP is generated at the inner membrane of mitochondria by an efficient mechanism called oxidative phosphorylation, involving several membrane protein complexes. Nutrients provide high-energy electrons in the form of NADH, which are used by the protein complexes to pump protons from the matrix to the intermembrane space. This continuous pumping creates a proton gradient, where the positively charged protons are attracted to the more negative matrix. When the protons re-enter the matrix through the ATP synthase protein complex, they catalyze the production of ATP.
The next subtopic is anaerobic respiration in muscles. The examples of anaerobic respiration is occurs in the organisms like yeast, bacteria, and human muscles or animal muscles. Occurs in animal muscles. What is anaerobic respiration? Anaerobic respiration means without oxygen. Without oxygen. Anaerobic respiration means without oxygen. Without oxygen means anaerobic respiration occurs in muscles where they occur. If you are exercising in a hot, strenuous, vigorous exercise, or if you are participating in a 100 meters running race, the still may not supply the oxygen inside our body cells. May not supply the oxygen inside our body cells. In that time, the muscles respires anaerobically. In that time, the muscles respires anaerobically. So, what is the meaning of anaerobically? Anaerobically means the glucose doesn't complete the process of oxidation. Anaerobically means in that time, glucose is converted into lactic acid. Glucose is converted into lactic acid. So, lactic acid is accumulation into total body cells, pass into or supply into total body cells, and lactic acid accumulation is very bad and poisonous, and it leads to cramps. So in that time we can still complete the exercise or strenuous or vigorous or 100 meters running race. You are finished the exercise, you breathe heavily and fill up the oxygen into your cells or inside your cells. So evaporate the lactic acid or lactic acid from the body, and that time you are relieved from the muscle cramps. You are relieved from the muscle cramps. This is the anaerobic respiration in muscles. Now, next topic is anaerobic respiration in yeast. Anaerobic respiration in yeast. We prove the anaerobic respiration in the organism of yeast are the process of fermentation here. Are the process of fermentation. We already learned the last class or previous class. What is the meaning of fermentation? In the meaning of fermentation is glucose is converted into form a ethanol. Glucose is converted into form a ethanol and carbon dioxide plus heat in the process of anaerobic respiration or fermentation process. If you went to or go to a bakery or roadside, you can find the ethanol smell. That is a cake smell or bakery smell like that. Okay, that is coming from the process of fermentation by the reaction of organism like yeast. We have proved the two things here. The first thing is ethanol is coming from the fermentation process, and CO2 is coming from the fermentation process, and heat is coming from the fermentation process. We have proved that three things here: ethanol, CO2 and heat. Ethanol, CO2 and heat. And now this is the total apparatus, but we are proving the fermentation process here. In this, I set the total apparatus. The first one I set here thermosflask. This is known as thermosflask, and I set a test tube. I take the test tube. Inside of the test tube is lime water. I pour a 10 ml of lime water inside the test tube, and coming to thermoflask. I set a thermoflask in one place, and I pour a 50 ml of glucose solution inside of the thermoflask. And for example, we want to prove that anaerobic respiration. What is the meaning of anaerobic respiration? Without oxygen. If any atmosphere, all atmosphere around it has a oxygen. For example, any oxygen material dissolved in glucose solution must remove the oxygen solution from the oxygen material from the glucose solution. First we take up the step is boil the glucose solution. Okay, we can boil the glucose solution. We can remove the oxygen from the glucose solution. First step is over. And the second step is the thermosflask. The top of the thermosflask totally empty here. Wherever any place, oxygen is dissolved in any place and any empty place. So, any empty place dissolved in oxygen, so we can remove the oxygen from the top of the thermosflask, and we cannot dissolve the oxygen into glucose solution from the top of the thermosflask. So, keep the liquid paraffin layer. Keeping the liquid paraffin layer top of the glucose solution. So, liquid paraffin layer cannot enter the oxygen from outside to inside of the glucose solution. That is the second step. And third step is, if anywhere oxygen material, a small quantity of oxygen material is dissolved in the glucose solution, we have some doubt. In case we add the Jonas Green Bee solution, a few drops of Jonas Green Bee solution, we add the glucose solution. Okay? And if any glucose material is dissolved in the, if any oxygen material is dissolved in the glucose solution, that the Jonas Green Bee is converted into the pink color. Jonas Green Bee convert it into the pink color. In that time, we can remove total glucose solution and now we can add a fresh glucose solution inside of the Derma's flask. Okay, we start the aerobic respiration in total apparatus. Now I add the yeast cells inside the glucose solution or Derma's flask. Now start the experiment. Yeast cells add with the glucose solution and it convert into a ethanol CO2 by the process of anaerobic respiration. We prove, I already said that we prove three things. First one is ethanol, second one CO2 and third one heat. Okay. Now I take the test tube here. And I pour the lime water solution inside of the test tube and I keep the U shape or bending tube here from Derma's flask to test tube, and I keep up one type shape of test tube here. Now experiment start here. Yeast is convert the glucose into ethanol CO2 and heat. Now CO2 is releasing from the glucose solution escapes through the bend shape into CaOH or adding with the CaOH. What are the CaOH? What are the properties of CaOH or lime water? Lime water can add with the CO2 or carbon dioxide. It can turn into a calcium carbonate, CaCO3. Heat is released. I already set here thermometer, and I keep here thermometer and 1 hour by hour raise the temperature and raise the measurement here. So we can prove that heat is released from the anaerobic respiration or fermentation by acting of yeast in the glucose solution. And second, first and very important one is ethanol is released from the glucose solution. We prove that remove the liquid paraffin layer from the glucose solution and we find one type of smell. That smell is known as ethanol or ethyl alcohol or battery cell smell or cake smell. Okay, we prove that ethanol and CO2 and heat is released from the fermentation. What are the uses of fermentation? Fermentation is used in your houses. Your mother making a idli batter and maida dough, making a cakes and industries like alcohol beverages means wine industry, alcohol industry, beer industry, like that. That is the uses of fermentation of process. Now next topic is evaluation of gaseous exchanging system. In unicellular organisms like amoeba and multicellular organisms like Hydra, planaria, they doesn't consist of organelles in their body. They have a single cell in their structure. So they have no organelles of mitochondria. They have no part of cytoplasm. They respire through the body surface like this. They respire through the body surface by the process of diffusion. That means they obtain oxygen from the atmosphere. Directly through the cell membrane. They expel the carbon dioxide directly from the cell to atmosphere. atmosphere. Examples like amoeba, hydra and planaria. Amoeba, hydra and planaria. And next evaluation in organisms, where organisms consist of two types. The first one is terrestrial and second one is aquatic organisms. Terrestrial means they live on land. They live on land. Aquatic means they live in water. They live in water. These particular organisms are developed a special organs in their body. Special organs in their body. It depends upon which they live or depends upon their habitat. It depends upon which they live or habitat and depends upon some properties. Depends upon some properties. Here, these three properties, the organisms depends upon these three properties. They develop their own respiratory system. Own respiratory system. What are the properties? Type of circulatory system. And second one, body size, type of circulatory system. And second one is body size. Third one is availability of water. Availability of water. They develop the special organs in their body. The examples are terrestrial and aquatic. Terrestrial and aquatic. It depends upon these three properties. The organisms like cockroaches, grasshopper, insects. Cockroaches, grasshopper, insects develop the tracheal respiratory system. Tracheal respiratory system. In tracheal respiratory system, this is the structure of cockroach. This is the structure of cockroach. A cockroach consists of a tracheal respiratory system. Cockroach consists of a tracheal respiratory system. A tracheal respiratory system further divided into small branches is known as trachea. Small branches is known as trachea. And trachea further divides into form a tracheoles. Further divides into form a tracheoles. Okay. We see like that is one skeletal system. One skeletal system. In this skeletal system, oxygen pass through its skeletal system directly to cells. Directly to cells. This is the tracheal respiratory system. Okay. Some aquatic organisms like fishes. Fishes have developed special organs is known as a bronchial respiratory system. Bronchial respiratory system. A fishes contains a gill pouch or lamellae. Here gill pouch. Here gill pouch or lamellae. Lamellae. Okay. And the fish keep the mouth open and close always. Keep the mouth open and close always. In that time, the water is enter into the first mouth. In that time, water is enter into the mouth and it pushes into the oral cavity. And next it is when it goes into the pharynx. And next it is goes into the gill pouch. Gill pouch. Gill pouch. The fish contains a inside gill pouch and outside gill pouch. Okay. Now water flows over the gill pouch. Now flows over the gill pouch. Here the exchange of gases. The exchange of gases. That means obtain the oxygen and expel the carbon dioxide here. Obtain the oxygen and expel the carbon dioxide here. This is the total process of bronchial respiratory system. Bronchial respiratory system. Each and every time, blood passes through the blood capillary network to gill pouch. Every time through the blood capillary network. Gill pouch contains a blood capillary network. This blood capillary network obtain the oxygen and expel the carbon dioxide into the place of gill pouch. The place of gill pouch. And next respiratory system is cutaneous respiratory system. Cutaneous respiratory system. Cutaneous respiratory system. What is the meaning of cutaneous respiratory system? Cutaneous means respire through the skin is known as cutaneous. Respire through the skin is known as cutaneous. This is occurs in the example of earthworm. Example of earthworm. And next example is frog. Next example is frog. Frog is a amphibian. Frog is a amphibian. Why it is called as amphibian? Amphibian. It respires through the skin and through the lungs. That means a frog contains two types of respiratory systems. That is cutaneous and pulmonary respiration. What is the meaning of pulmonary respiration? The organisms respire through the lungs is known as pulmonary respiration. Pulmonary respiration. And last, some organisms or terrestrial organisms have developed the special organs. That is lungs. That respiration is known as pulmonary respiration. Pulmonary respiration occurs in the organisms like reptiles, mammals and birds. Reptiles, mammals and birds. The examples of pulmonary respiration is reptiles, mammals and birds. Today we discussed the topics. The topics names are anaerobic respiration in muscles, anaerobic respiration in microorganisms like yeast, and respiration in plants, the evaluation of gases exchanging system. Today we discussed these topics. Okay, thank you children. Thank you very much.
The two main steps in anaerobic respiration are glycolysis and fermentation. In glycolysis, glucose is completely oxidized into pyruvic acid, producing 2 ATP molecules. The second step is fermentation. It takes place in different ways. In yeast, formation of pyruvic acid using enzyme produces alcohol. In microbes, fermentation of pyruvic acid produces different organic acids like vinegar, vitamins, etc. During exercise or energy demanding activities, energy is produced by fermentation of pyruvic acid in the muscle cells. It produces lactic acid. Because of accumulation of lactic acid, we feel tired.
ఉల్లంపూర్ మాన్సూర్ స్కూల్లో అటు డిసి క్లాసులు ఇటు ఐఐటి క్లాసులు సమర్థవంతంగా నిర్వహిస్తున్నారు. ఈ స్కూల్ నుండి 10 మంది డాక్టర్లు, 8 మంది చార్టర్డ్ అకౌంట్లు, అనేక మంది ఐఐటి ఎన్ఐటిలో చదివిన ఇంజనీర్లు ఉన్నారు. అంతేకాదు ఈ విద్యా సంస్థల్లో 10 రకాల కాంపిటీషన్ ఎగ్జామ్స్లోని విజయకేతలు ఎగరేశారు. 4 స్టేట్ ఫస్ట్లు, 40 టాప్ 10 ర్యాంకులతో పాటు 13 మంది గోల్డ్ మెడల్ సాధించారు. ఒత్తిడి లేని విద్యను అందిస్తూ అటు జాతీయ స్థాయి స్పోర్ట్స్ ర్యాంకులతో పాటు ఇటు ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ర్యాంకులు సాధిస్తున్న ఏకైక విద్యా సంస్థ ఉల్లంపూర్ మాంటిసోరీ స్కూల్.